Okay, people, are we ready? Take on these gobos. Let's think about what I am carrying here. Maybe more nets. So I don't see us needing these daggers. Unless you have quick hands, so take a net with you. Exiled Pariah, you have quick hands. Net. One more net. That's right, we do have... Oh yeah, I remember buying this legendary whip a while ago. Mortal Tongue. 21 and 25, so it has 11% extra armor ignore. 20% of 15 to 30 after damage reduction is not great. Just the weapon skills build up 3 less fatigue. Let's say, how much per swing? 9 fatigue. 12 fatigue. Even with specialization, 12 fatigue. Oh god, here we go. A great goblin city nestled into the remains of an ancient fortress, protected by dark and towering walls. It is host to a standing army of vicious greenskin. Night time, so we'll see if we can get through this without too many horrendous losses. But for the next couple episodes, we're going to do the Goblin City, the Black Monolith, and the Witch's Hut, just to see where we are. If we can get through any of them without fatalities. Goliath shakes his head. May the old gods have mercy upon us for allowing such a sight. The Goblin City is sequestered between opposing mountains. Saying the goblins built their city around the mountains is like saying a soldier sheathed his sword in his enemy's chest. The gibbering greenskins didn't add to the terrain, they desecrated the place whole. Putting mines where trees used to be, constructing a maze of rusted shanties and lean-tos, raising cultish totems and digging primitive sacrificial pits, piling unused timber as though the mutilation of the mountain was not truly finished without blatant waste. But beyond the goblin rubbish does stand a central core of the city, a number of towers unambiguously set apart from the riffraff. These are clearly ancient requisitions, the stonework being unlike anything you've ever seen and surely beyond the greenskin's scope of construct. The goblins walking amongst the walls are upright and boastful, as though invigorated by being allowed to stride such hallowed grounds. Nestled inside the fortress seems to be some sort of higher nobility, well-dressed goblins with servants mucking about, which means the same thing it does when it comes to humans. There's good loot to be had. A rare sight are the little ones running about. Families, that's what the greenskins truly have, will mean that a fight here will be a vicious one. The little maggots will have more to protect than just their savageness and greed. And that which must extend itself beyond its own vices is also that which has been weakened. What's the plan? After observing the city for a time, you know that you can't simply assault it head-on. There are far too many to take on. With the numbers already on their side, it is even likely the families of the goblins will partake in your slaughter. Will have only enshrined the city whole with further experience in slaughtering humans. So you wait. Think. The man approaches. He's bound in light armor with a leafy hood used to camouflage the metal beneath. A multitude of swords clanked from his hip and a spear yokes around his back one way and an axe the other, and bandolier potions chime as he comes to a halt. Can't see his face, much as his eyes, and he's dripping with the blood of recent action. Despite their cruelties and cruel appearance, the goblins are in a way a civilized group. They will respond to violence that is at its base nothing more than senseless savagery. If you wish to draw them out, then you must do as the orcs do. My plan was to slaughter as many as I could find in the fields, raiding parties, scouts the like. But it is just as well that their encampments are destroyed in great numbers. Together, the carnage will be as a pincer upon their fears, for they fear reckless orcs more than anything and will seek to preemptively snuff them out. The man nods as though you've already agreed to something. So choose, traveller, the manner in which you wish to have this city laid flat. Slaughter their raiding parties and scouts, or burn their forward posts. Whatever you do, I'll do the other, alone. We'll meet here when the summary of our actions is obvious. I have no idea what the two differences. Sort of their scouts and raiding parties take on the forward posts. Scouts and raiding parties. I think the raiding parties are more likely to have posts are easier to find. Oh, so you actually have to go and okay, so we'll take on the forward posts then. Okay. Tell the stranger that the damage ink will pursue the destruction of the encampments. Nods. Excellent, traveller. Excellent. The goblins send raiding parties frequently, and when they come home, ashes, they will return here, spread word of destruction, and be led out. Very well. We have a plan, and by my own experiences, you need only march down around 5 encampments. Take their posts, I will take their parties. Heads off, but you call out asking who he is, or if perhaps it would be a better idea to join together. He ignores you completely. Okay, geez, so I've got to destroy 5 outposts, and there's an outpost. Okay, we've got a lot of 5 of these. Oh, good lord. Oh, this is gonna suck. I don't want to do this 5 times. Just the thought of 5 battles against multiple shaman makes me want to vomit. Can't fight at night, you gotta fight during the day. Well, at least then I don't need the night owl elixir. And always a rocky fight. Ugh, puke. I kind of think I should probably have multiple, and I do mean multiple antidotes. Now it's a daytime fight against ambushes. You know what? Whatever, let's go fuck them up. Although, let's this time take advantage of hopefully spreading out a little. Less lads will get hit by the shaman. But they got 2 to 3 shaman. Oh, God. Okay, 1 shaman. It's not that they're scary, it's just that they are irritating to fight. You get pelted by these little fuckers. And that piece of shit just keeps on... Ugh. Now see, who's this on the end here? Goliath. I forgot to give him a shield, so he's got to hide bravely in that bush. NBG, go to my YouTube channel. I did 2 preview videos of the upcoming DLC. Oh! Oh! Ouchie. We're going to move these lads forward. I want all my archers in range of that shaman. Yeah, easy. G. Also, my lads are higher level, so they have... My melee guys have a better chance of breaking out. A lot easier for them to get out of the shit that they get caught with. Forward. Okay, boys, spread out. Nasty little fuckers. Well, what you're saying there makes me think that I'm just doubly looking forward to trying my Pain Incorporated build. 4, 5, 8. Which is going to be where all of my lads are going to have fearsome. Like, these little ambushes don't do any damage yet, but once the armor starts getting stripped away... fucking hate these things with their fucking daggers, man. Honestly, the skirmishers with their daggers are probably more scary than the wolf riders. Fuck off! Ah! Greenskins! I hate goblins! Ah! Oh, so close. You die, you little piece of shit, you green mother... Oh, so racist against goblins. I hate him. Yes! Yes! Kill him! Ah! Bloodlusting. Go off with his little fucking green goblin head. Fucking disgusting little fucks. Die! Oh yeah, we're all racist now. Ooh, okay, so fractured skull, so he's combat ineffective, that lad. Fucking die! Oh, that skirmisher's gonna kill Levitsmere, isn't he? He's gonna double stab and kill Levitsmere. Good, good. We're gonna have to do this 4 more times after this. I'm gonna be so raged out on fighting goblins before this is done. Oh, come on. Well, I could start releasing doggos, but that's just going to get all my dogs killed. Ugh. Look at the kind of damage Nobody's doing with his throwing weapons, even at range. You fucking die. Yes, Horst! Kill them! Kill them all! Even the younglings. Them all. Yes! Me! That's a satisfying sound. Thunk dead. And this is the first time the shaman has actually moved back after getting hit by a ranged weapon. I've never seen him do that before. No worries, Showbone. No overconfidence here, mate. Kill that little fucker. Oh, the one shot. I just wish when you one shot it would still give you the damage numbers, but you did. Yes! Kill them! I think there's actually a goblin's command. Try exclamation mark gobos. I don't know if it's still there. Nope. To reprogram it. I think it's something like these disgusting little fucks. Kill. What's also doubly annoying about this fight is that after every fight here, we are going to have to go to town to get wounds treated. Because you can't get through one of these fights without, you know, at least one of your lads being wounded. Like, but quick paw, be smart enough to go to that spot. Bad dog. I love the way my throwing weapon guys are just picking targets and executing them. We have to do this 4 more times. Ugh. I might just grind it offline. I don't think anyone wants to watch me fight goblins 4 times. Where's my... a 58? Why have I got so little... Oh, because I'm carrying a shield. Well, I would agree that fighting goblins is quite satisfying. Killing goblins is satisfying. I got the 25 heads that I need. Where are we going back to? Albstadt. They should leave us alone. Smart, they'll leave us alone. Fucks. The money's going down. We're paying 602 a day now. Got another outpost, but I'm not fighting that one in the swamp. Fuck that. Suck. There's an argument to be made both ways, Maparius. I quite like the peasants. I just love having the extra bodies on the field. See good, the trade master, a day to the northeast. Fine. I think it's going to take us a while to do these outposts because my money is a little low. I need to get money going. And I want to kind of spend my time in the north because I also want to do this ambition to beat another mercenary. I mean, sure, you can't get the higher level backgrounds, but if you get lads with the right star distribution, can still be pretty damn powerful. It's certainly more difficult, and you're going to have to do a lot more hiring and firing to find 7, 8, and 9 star bros, but certainly doable. I think I only need 2 of these great axes. I should probably look for 2 more bardishas though. There might be a situation where I want all 4 of my axe guys using bardishas. Oh, I didn't even realize we got another legendary. Oh, awesome. Let's take a look. Hank the Brute's reinforced mail, 188 for 9. That is pretty amazing. What do we have here? We have 162 for 10. Ooh. The EHP of 328. 350 without an attachment. That's amazing. That's far and away the best light armor we've ever had. 188 for 9. 187 for 11. That is incredible light armor. I'm half tempted to find a dagger specialist and put him in light armor, put him in this Hank the Brute's reinforced mail. If I put Lindworm scale cloak on that, it would be 230 for 13. Oof. I agree, Maparis. In the meantime, though, we can chuck some skull and bones on there. That is showing up amazing. But we fought Unhold Hide, so now I can actually produce the lindworm thing. Where's the nearest taxidermist? I have to go all the way down to the south to get a taxidermist. Oh, there we go, Ravisted. Should we just bounce around the northern cities for the foreseeable future, keep grinding, hopefully defeat another mercenary company? I want to clear out these undead layers, but for that... Okay, let's take a look at the lads. Who do we need to hire? We certainly do need to retire Paragon. We got to raise 7,000 gold for his retirement, 8,000 gold for his retirement, which I know is a huge amount of money, but he's absolutely earned it. He's been with us for damn near the whole campaign, 799 days, 334 battles, 517 kills. That's like 1.5 KD ratio. Earned his retirement. Now I've got my archers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, potentially 9 frontline lads. A bannerman, which makes it 10, plus 2 ranged lads. So even when I take on the Black Monolith, am I going to take 2 archers with, or do I want to take my 9 frontline lads, plus the bannerman and 2 polearm users? If that's the case, I need to hire another polearm user and replace MK. I need to get 2 heavy armor polearm users. I mean, Nobel does great damage, especially through armor. But I think I need at least 2 war scythe lads, especially if you think of the fact that when I go fight the Black Monolith, I'm going to have Warhammer, Great Axe, also Warhammer, Bardiche, Great Crypt Cleaver, Bardiche, Crypt Cleaver, Bardiche, Warhammer. So we'll have 2 Bardiches using Split. And 2 Warhammers on the edges using Magic Sword Fighter. That would depend entirely on getting a brother specifically suited for it, and I'm not really sure where I'd fit him into this lineup. The whole theme of this lineup is the balance on the front line between the enormous armor destruction of the Warhammers and the Axes, and the disarm and execute of the Cleavers. That's kind of Damage Inc.'s thing. So I can hire 2 more polearm users, pack them in heavy armor, or we could hire 2 dedicated tanks. Then we have the tanks protect the outside flanks. Poker, I lost my chance actually. A couple 100 days ago, I sent a lad, the ice cave was here, I sent him into the ice cave. I failed, and since then the ice cave just disappeared. I think it used to be there. I suspect it's a bug because I've been told by other viewers that they've been able to try the ice cave multiple times, but never got to do that. Right, what do we have here? Got 4 days, no. Love of Barbarians, that we can do. A killer on the run for the extra hit the head chance. That's perfect star distribution, but he's only a 4-star brother. And at this point, I need perfect distribution and 6 stars minimum. Can afford to be that particular because we can hire and fire so many. That's nice fatigue. Only 1 melee skill. This guy could be a good defensive lad. Barton, Eagle Eyes. This guy would maybe be a dagger specialist, which I don't really need. Hopefully I can find a thief with multiple stars in the stuff that we need. Barbarians in the woods. What a big collection. Let's see. Many barbarian chosen. Ugh. Ugh. I think I'm gonna fight them with one-handed weapons. Obviously the damage of the two-handers is great, but if I get a tank, I'll probably want 2 tanks. Hold down both flanks. I don't want to hold down only one flank. If I get the tank, then I need to replace MK. If I get the tanks, I'm not going to have polearm users. But arguably, I've got enough AoE with the great axes and the warhammers. Or the bardishes. Take 2 bardishes and 3 great hammers. Warhammers. The monolith fight. Find the barbarians moseying about their village. It's mostly tents and impromptu snow houses. Elderly women sit in a circle weaving baskets, and younger women are making arrows while throwing glances at the burly men walking around. The men themselves pretend they don't care, but you know a peacock in action when you see it. Also children hurrying to and fro, this task or that. Just outside the village stands a series of wooden stakes impaling naked corpses from anus to mouth. And their chest cavities have been spread apart like butterfly wings, and the insides draped down like loosened embroidering. Horrid. You nod. It is, but that's why you're here. By the way, lads, sorry to say, I need to finish this episode and then go offline. I've got notifications that the power is going to be going off soon. With the joys of living in South Africa. Load shedding. So for those of you who live in first world countries, what load shedding is when the power producer in our country can't produce enough power. So they have to periodically switch off different parts of the grid so they can have enough power. Oh, Africa. Do we move forward, boys? I think we move forward. Okay, let's wait till see if he moves into attack range, because if he does, he only attacks once, which is not bad. Hold the line, boys. Hold. Here they come. Decent chance to hit, but let's wait till he gets closer. I want the extra damage. Might as well disarm. Oh, nice. He just gets it straight back, but then his turn ends. Okay. But then we definitely move forward then, don't we? Good hit. I'm not gonna indom for this first turn. Let's just hope that we... Oh, yes! Throwing build. Big shield, totally fine with that. Oh, for fuck's sake, 71%. Throw a net. It's actually unlucky, the 2 headshots, but now I kind of want to attack this lad. Because if I hit a headshot, that will happen. 85 chance, miss. The Warhammer, so let's destroy armor. Only that second hit was a body shot. Ends up not mattering though. This is by far the best music in the game, the Barbarian music. No! My legendary shield! Whatever shall I do? Anything but my crappy legendary shield that I don't really care about or want to use. Right, armor damage, boys. Oof, that's a good hit. Next one's more likely to hit the head. Oh no! Other legendary shield gone. Nice dodging, boys. That is such good damage. Straight through the armor. Let's see, so his body is hit for 33 damage and suffers pierced leg muscles. Iron armor, so 48 armor damage, 33 hit point damage. This is the beauty of duelist on these javelins. So 45% damage ignores armor. 45 plus, so 70% of that damage ignores armor. Are we? Got more defense. Great axe, sorry, hawk or boghose? Boghose has 58. Hawk has 59. Okay. Hawk will go to that spot then. Ah, 67s. Rogers, boys. Come on! That's so typical though. As soon as you need or want a brother to hit the body, they start hitting the head. Ah! Like going with those shields was the right choice. Well done, lads. But again, totally not worth the damage the damage you take and the danger you expose yourself to. Let's see, Exiled Pariah, Paragon Torturer, and Alstier Gungnir replace. The strongest men in the outfit by some measure are apparently undertaking something of a competition to see who is the better. You watch as they carry enormous stones from one side of an ad hoc competitive ground to the other. Then they take turns seeing how far they can throw these very stones, and then they roll the stones up a nearby hill. Then they see who can completely bury a stone the fastest. All in all, there are a lot of heavy stones being jostled about, and by the end of the festive affair, both men are completely exhausted. Even without a winner, the time-honored tradition of moving rocks around to no real end has improved the men's morale. So Mazuma, I agree completely with the Headhunter synergy. So with most weapons, the throwing specialization is the only thing. Well, let me put it this way: it's only because he was a throwing weapon specialist that I decided to take Headhunter. Because when you're ignoring 70% of the armor, even if you're hitting the head, 70% of that armor gets pierced. And I wanted a skill that I could use against undead. So Headhunter does damage, extra damage versus undead to the head, whereas Executioner does nothing against undead. And Crippling Strikes does nothing against undead. Like maybe with a crossbow you could do Headhunter, but again that's still only 50% armor pierce. Troll gets 7 days payment. Excellent. Exactly what I wanted. Is there any circumstance I would actually use this heavy rusted axe? No. 50, 150, 40, 150. It's slightly less base damage. $74. 328, nice. Good survivability upgrade. And where was that taxidermist that we saw? I'll be given a patrol, so we should go take out one of the goblin outposts. Shaman? Nope. Beggar? Nope. A determined beggar, that's admirable. Oh, slowly making profit. Another goblin outpost. Encampment. Outpost. I hope it's not a forest fight, because fighting these little fuckers in the forest. Yuck. Encampment. Outpost. That's the Great Underground Goblin City. Great Goblin City. So is this like, are there different goblin cities? 61% named chance. I think we should go do this one. Azanix. I wonder if that will count as an outpost. Aha! Hired by Donnerstad. Where's Donnerstad? Alright, finally we can complete our ambition. So, Burning Sun Company. Sorry, dudes. Y'all gonna die! Just unlucky for these boys. Fine. Fine. I want to give these lads like a sidearm basically. If they get caught in melee combat, then they're better off using the fighting axe. Right. Burning Sun Company. Get over here. You control click, right? Oh, I'm gonna have to give up the mission. That's unfortunate. Okay. Scout reports they have seen many mercenaries. I have no problem giving up that that mission just because it's taken us so unbelievably long to get this ambition done. It's for the follow halo. Grab the high ground, boys. At least they don't seem to have a master archer. That lad is a real threat. These dudes are also threats. I should try to get Nobel to focus that dude not wearing a helmet. Headhunter. These lads certainly are a motley crew. I'll give them that much. Chances to hit here, 85% chance to hit. One thing I'll say about the mercenaries is they're usually super annoying to fight because almost all of them will have overwhelm. That lad with the fighting spear is pretty scary too. Right, Nobel, get an angle. Actually, at that range, I think throwing weapon is better. I'm hoping Nobel can one-shot that guy who's not wearing a helmet. Oh, okay, that's obviously a problem now. We have to go through that dude. And done. I think I might want to disarm. I'll wait and see. No! 30% chance to hit. Use your mushrooms. Does it take VIP? No need for the mushrooms. Gotta say, even the one-handed hammer, really good. It does what it do really well. Off with your head! Ha 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 ha! Yes! Dodging. Good dodging, even against a spear with plus 20% to hit. Right, Nobel, hit this nerd in the head. Additional 15%. I think you're better off hitting this dude. Oh, triple kill, headshot. Nah, unlucky. For those of you who might still be in the camp that I was in a little while ago, like not realizing how powerful throwing weapon specialists are, that's all evidence you should need. Honestly, like, I was skeptical about throwing weapon guys for the longest time, but not anymore. He's dagger specialist. He's also dagger specialist. Get him! The bell. Dangerous. I'll show you my perk leveling for a throwing specialist. Again, the beauty of Battle Brothers, there's like the answer to the question, how do you even make one? More than one way. Okay, the Bardiche I'm happy about, and the extra fighting spear is great. This absolutely was an impressive showing, you're totally right. So Nobel the Thrower, he has a warbow for the beginning of the engagement when he's shooting at enemy archers, but then when they get close is when he really shines. So student, recover, you clearly need bags and belts and quick hands because you're going to be using quick hands switching between your stacks of javelins. I do recommend javelins for throwing weaponry over the axes. The axes are better at stripping away armor, which is why I prefer it for the hybrid guys, because they have less damage, they have less armor pierce. The throwing guy does most of his damage because Duelist is affected by throwing weapons. So 45% ignores armor, plus 25 from Duelist, so 70% armor pierce. And then I gave Headhunter for a bit of versatility against undead, because extra damage against hitting the head against them. Whereas Executioner and Crippling Strikes does nothing against undead. Again, Halo, shameless plug. Openly hostile. Go check out my 2 little videos I did, my guides to Battle Brothers. Paragon wipes sweat and blood off his forehead. He's a bunch of cheats. I thought only I knew that trick. Mercenaries are a motley bunch and inherently unpredictable. A bizarre array of equipment, wildly varying skills and experience, and cunning tactics. With no standards for members, there may be nothing more than a bunch of elderly tradesmen looking for adventure. But then again, you could be surprised by a group of veteran campaigners. Worse, they follow no rules of engagement. The Burning Sun Company did their best, but though they knew many of the same clever stratagems as the brothers, were no match for the Damage Inc. Your victory will surely show employers far and wide whose blades are the sharpest. Yes, they are. Eat and be eaten. I think in my first or second episode, I specifically address early game strategies. I'll let this be one of the tracks. I was hoping this, because of the abducted children, I was hoping that would be fight the Hexen. If it's a 2 skull, then I want to fight the Hexen because the crafting materials from the witches are always so hard to get hold of. Let's see, lookbox. Man in dark, rugged clothing. If there's a necromancer, then I want all my archers. Get up! So for those of you in a fight like this, the important thing is to move everybody 2 squares forward, because then you can usually, on turn 2, your archers can use aimed shot and hit that position, as long as they have bow mastery. But Nobel doesn't have bow mastery, so we'll close in on these guys, I think. And that's fine, because that's what rotate is for. Hit his head, damn it. Not a lot of banners to choose from. Have you got the DLC by any chance? Because I know the DLC introduces a bunch of cool banners. The Barbarian DLC. And of course, as is so often the case in this game, there's almost always someone who'll say, oh, there's a mod for that. And the Legends mod has a whole bunch of different banners. Indeed they do. I have some of those banners. Oh, you dickheads inflicted an injury. Damn it, 89% miss. I should decapitate it. That helps. I don't think he can raise the decapitated one. Evening, Boozle Woozle. I'm sorry to say, Boozle. I need to stop soon. The powers should go out. What time is it? It's 9:30. Let's see. Power should go off any minute now. I need to get off. Finish this battle. But there will be the VOD, of course, Boozle. And there's a VOD from last night where you can watch me get my fucking ass kicked in Blood Bowl. And actually, I played 2 games. I won the first one. I keep forgetting that I won the first one. Now here's a question. There's Beating Angers. But now that the Necromancer is dead, shouldn't those Beating Angers be neutral or like enemies? Well, like, I am fascinated to do Legends mod, and I am going to do it. Just based on how amazing Long War is in XCOM, if it's anything close to as good as that. But I really do feel quite strongly that I want to get everything out of the experience of the base game. Which is to say that I want to do all the late game stuff. I want to do the Goblin City, all those stuff, before I start playing with Legends. Because I know what will happen. It'll be the same or similar as XCOM. There will be certain aspects of the game that I will be unable to live without. I'm glad you enjoy the XCOM. I love the XCOM. And I'm keen to check out Long War of the Chosen 2.0, which has come out. But I've got too many playthroughs going. I need to finish up Phoenix Point and Darkest Dungeon, then we can do another XCOM. The thing is, I love the mods. I just wish it was easier. It's especially like with XCOM. A lot of times with XCOM, I'll take a mod list from Christopher Rod and use his mods. Just because getting all the mods to play nice and figuring out why they won't work and trying to find which one is conflicting with which one, it's such a bummer. Back to our pay. Job, boys. What do you have for us? And for die. Actually, I'll do this because I want to fight webnecks. I need the webnecked poison for crafting materials. We need the webnecked poison. First of all, make these lindworm scale cloaks. I'll make 3 of them. Make 3 of them. And I need, where is it? Here we go, Lionheart's potion. I need to make a bunch of these potions. Potion of knowledge we can also make. I need to fight a few more. Honestly, like, I want a bunch of armor with protective runes and sigils. Let's check this out. Let's see how the EHP goes up now when I add this armor attachment. The EHP is 352. Currently we're getting 188 for 9. Now it's 228 for 11, which takes the EHP up to 372. Only an extra 20. Okay. Now these lads kind of need that armor attachment because it makes a bit lighter for them. 83. I feel like Exiled Pariah. Let's give him the Lindworm Scale Cloak. It's going to give him 6 less fatigue, but it's going to make him completely immune to Lindworm Scales. And how about Alsteer? Oh, oh, this is going to be close to. This will be 400. Hell yeah. Okay, so 75 fatigue even with the shield. That's pretty cool. And now Lizard Headpiece. He's totally unaffected by the Lindworm acid. Excellent. I kind of want to get his resolve up to 50 so I can have him not have to wear that. No, he needs fatigue. Also, I wish you could take the attachments off. But that's only 290 though. Body armor. 289 for 24. 290 for 28. 300 for 30. This is actually better, and it gives Lindworm immunity. Yeah, honestly, I've become accustomed to the Asia start. It is annoying, but it's whatever. Hawk's fatigue is an issue, but he's just gonna have to level up. Use exclamation mark map seed, I think, and it'll give you the seed. The seed on this map is amazing. I love this map seed. It's so good. If you're down in the south, you can make a fucking fortune. What's great about this map seed is the south, because you use... So Blankenstedt produces amber. Hammerenden produces copper. Bockhorn produces cloth. Sattel produces copper and even gems sometimes. Faulstein, I think, produces wood. Dornthal produces wine and dyes. So you can just run this big southern loop here. You get allied with Blankenstedt and you sell all the trade goods at Blankenstedt and you make a goddamn fortune. That's where most of my money has come from on this map, is that southern loop. The downside about this map seed, though, is you don't have a northern kennel, so you can't buy heavy dogs. Unfortunate. Okay, friends, when we come back, we're going to hunt for direwolves, webnecks, and nachtjaars. Is there a temple around here? I don't know. Oh, bloody shields keep getting broken. Super annoying. Okay, chaps, thanks for watching. I'm Stobbie for 9. When we come back, nachtjaar hunting time.